Oh, here we go. Yes, just broke 10 minutes ago. Let's bring this up, Steph, and talk about it. Let me see if I can remember how to share a screen in my old age here. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. Can we get both of us on the screen? Which setting is that?
No,
Is
no,
that
it's just
me?
you.
There we go. Boom. Let's do it. The latest Star Wars movie, Star Wars Starfighter, began rolling cameras in the UK Thursday. Oh, okay. So they've gone into production today, with Lucasfilm making the occasion by unveiling the full cast. Okay, we've got the full cast for Star Wars Starfighter. Flynn Gray, Aaron Pierre, Simon Bird, Jamal Westman, Daniel Ings, and Amy Adams are the new additions on the call sheet for the Lucasfilm, which is being directed by Shawn Levy and stars Ryan Gosling. Shawn Levy said in a statement, "I feel a profound sense of excitement and honor as we begin production on Star Wars Starfighter. From the day Kathy Kennedy called me up, invited me to develop an original adventure in this incredible Star Wars galaxy. This experience has been a dream come true, creatively and personally. Star Wars shaped my sense of what story can do, how characters and cinematic moments can live with us forever. To join the storytelling galaxy with such brilliant collaborators on screen and off is the thrill of a lifetime. Starfighter is a standalone film not connected to previous Star Wars movies, supposedly, or characters from the so-called Skywalker saga. The films revolving around Skywalker and Anakin. There's, of course, the Star Wars timeline that must be followed. Mia Goth and Matt Smith were already revealed to be in the cast. So, Steph, Amy Adams in Star Wars Starfighter. I imagine she's probably playing the mother of the young kid, I would imagine. What do you think about this?
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm such a big Amy Adams. There's a few names on there that's exciting.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Obviously, Amy Adams is like, she's just probably the longest running. I was trying to look up and double check the list. But Aaron Pierre, also very exciting, just as like a newer actor who's just kind of like shot into this fame very quickly, but kind of cool because I loved Rebel Ridge, and it's kind of great seeing how many people are like saw him from that. I'm sure he's been acting before that, but are like invested in his career and are like, let's just get him on screen. Let's do DC, let's do Star Wars, let's go. Amy Adams, that's exciting. I love Amy Adams. Yeah, I would assume because the general storyline of Starfighter obviously is about the pilot, Ryan Gosling, right?
Yes.
And then, but what is the mother part? I missed that with the young kid.
Well, I think it's just basically that he's going to take that young kid and
okay.
And they're going to ride off together. And speaking of the young kid, I should put this up real quick, Steph. This is the shot that was posted along with the announcement right there. Ryan Gosling with the young kid sitting on a land speeder. That's pretty awesome, right?
What a great shot. That's so great.
Look at that.
I love that. So
shopping for a car should be exciting, not exhausting. Man, between misleading prices, hidden fees, it feels like a maze. This is what I love about Car Gurus. They rank the best deals, they verify dealers, and they make sure that you never pay more than you should. Your big deal, it just became a great deal. Car Gurus will connect you with trusted dealerships when you're ready, ensuring a transparent and hassle-free buying process. They give you control to shop how you want to shop with the tools, the information, and data-driven deal ratings that you need. It's no wonder that SimilarWeb estimated traffic data shows Car Gurus is the #1 most visited car shopping site. Buy or sell your next car today with Car Gurus at cargurus.com. Go to cargurus.com to make sure your big deal is the best deal. That is cargurus.com. cargurus.com.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know if I get tired of father figure saving or like a mother figure saving a child. And I know Star Wars is just like, this is our thing, okay? And we're just gonna keep doing it. But the thing about a great story is if it's a great story, it doesn't really matter if you hit some of the same beats. And if they find unique character points that separate it from, what we've seen in Mandalorian or the Obi-Wan series, then I think I'm like totally for it. But it is interesting because I thought they were going to kind of steer clear of that type of storyline, but that picture excites me. I love that they're shooting on location. And this newest cast announcement, it feels like they have a great hold on what they're doing, which is kind of all I can ask for from Star Wars. All I want with Star Wars movies is like, I just want you guys to have a plan that you feel so 10 toes down and
Right.
confident, and I'm ready to get back to the theater.
That's a good point. But I mean, this is a very strong cast. Matt Smith,
Yes.
Mia Goth, Aaron Pierre, Amy Adams, Daniel Ings, Jamal Westman, Simon Bird, and the kid Flynn Gray. The kid. This is a child actor here who has been working in stuff since 2022. He was in the Santa stories. He was in Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2 last
Oh my
year.
gosh.
He was in 6 episodes of a series called Borderline, which I'm not too familiar with. Me and Dad, Going Dutch, 1 episode of Sherlock and Daughter, which was a new series that dropped on CW earlier this year, and 1 episode of Wednesday, the opening episode of the 2nd season of Wednesday. He was in there as Omar, one of the Caliban boys. So a young actor.
Wait, let me look at this guy. What?
Okay.
Because I'm watching Wednesday. Are you watching Wednesday?
I have not caught up on the new season. No, I got to catch.
Okay.
There's like it's in the queue. There's like 3 or 4 shows I've got to get through this week and next week to catch up with everything. But yeah,
Okay, it must have been a really small role, or I was just not
Yeah.
focused because I don't remember him. But this is like a kid's dream come true, and I think we're at a better place as a fan base where we're not going to bully a child. So I just
Yeah.
want to say it from now when the movie comes out, and if you don't like this character, just keep it to yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a
Let the kid
child.
be. Let the kid be.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I hope he's awesome. I hope he's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, but this is, and just to clarify, because some people are asking, is this official? Yes, this is official. According to Star Wars, it's on their official Star Wars account. It was also broken here on the Hollywood Reporter, or at least what I'm reading right here from Boris Kitt, who is a noted scooper there and journalist at the Hollywood Reporter. So this is confirmed. These are the cast members: Aaron Pierre, Amy Adams, 2 of the notable cast members to be joining Matt Smith and Mia Goth. Flynn Gray, as we mentioned, Simon Bird, Jamal Westman, Daniel Ings, reiterating that as well. So to me, this is, and I even like the picture, Steph. The fact that they went with a black and white picture, it makes me feel that there is a little bit more of a serious approach to this film than, say, just honoring the Star Wars stuff. It feels like they're very much bringing in a strong crew of actors who are well known, which Star Wars doesn't always do. I mean, it's really rare when Star Wars casts well-known actors. It's usually Star Wars that gets them to be well-known. Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher were somewhat known back in the night when they were cast. Of course, Harrison Ford, I think, had done American Graffiti by that point and had a really small part in Apocalypse Now, but wasn't really a household name necessarily. The Star Wars made all 3 of them household names. And then, of course, James Earl Jones had some notoriety on stage and on screen as well before he became the voice of Vader. And then you look at the prequel trilogy. Yes, Natalie was known, but Hayden Christensen wasn't that well known. And then you go and Ewan was known as well. And then you go into the sequel trilogy. We didn't know Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, Oscar Isaac that well. And that helped them catapult them to superstardom. So the fact that they're starting out in this way, I think, is a fascinating approach to it all. And you're having 2 really strong, multifaceted actors in Ryan Gosling and Amy Adams. And then you throw in an up-and-comer like Mia Goth and Aaron Pierre. And then Matt Smith, who's really been building his resume on screen, both in House of the Dragon and in other projects as well. So, I'm excited about this overall.
Yeah, it's a very interesting mix. I think it's an awesome mix of like full on A-listers, like you
Mhm.
said, with Ryan Gosling and Amy Adams, and then like Matt Smith and Mia Goth are 2 people that I definitely I love every time they're on screen, and I
Yeah.
want to see more of them. So it's not like I have 0 fatigue with them at all, but
Right.
they're established and I think get people excited. And then and within that list, obviously Aaron Pierre is getting
Yeah.
a lot of notoriety, but I think it's just like a good mix of people who it's
Yeah.
like I don't think that we're gonna have like some of people were worried, especially with the first name being Ryan Gosling. They're like, oh, is the rest of the cast gonna be like all at that level? Like we want
Yeah.
new people, and I think it's a nice mix. I do.
Yeah, I agree. I think it is a nice mix as well, and it's what you want to see here, and I think it shows Shawn Levy's confidence and that actors want to work with him in a project like this. Because Star Wars right now, there's so much toxicity around the brand. There's so much, like, if you go in there and you don't do a good job, there's a whole fandom waiting to jump on you with both feet. So the fact that these actors are willing to walk into this and because of the trust and confidence they have with Shawn Levy and to an extension the Lucasfilm brand, I think speaks volumes, and it makes me feel confident about this project as well. And I think what you said is very important. I hope this machine is ready to take care of of Flynn Gray and make sure he doesn't get any kind of crap and like Jake Lloyd did and is able to survive the experience. And hopefully, if it's a great film, people start to get excited because Mando and Grogu, we're going to get that for sure. And this is
Right.
clearly the next film in the pipeline if they're already starting to shoot the film. So that means that this is the next film that's coming, and then we'll see what happens after that. But if they come out the gate with these two films and these two films are well received, then I think people are going to be much more excited about Star Wars and the things that are coming possibly from Mangold. And we'll see if we get that Rey movie and what form or iteration we'll get that as well. So yeah, I like this idea.
Yeah, I think it's a good mix out the gate between
Mm.
Mandalorian and Grogu and this because Mandalorian Mandalorian and Grogu is obviously an extension of Mandalorian, so it's just gonna be kind of like um, it'll be a movie, obviously, but it's
Yeah,
from the TV show, and it's very established characters. People now love Mandalorian and Grogu separately, and
right.
kind of the space that they've created. And then with Starfighter, it's kind of a more like ragtag type story that's smaller, and I think it's
Yeah,
important to have both of those going because they don't quite know yet exactly they don't have like a full on DCEU new vision. So I think
yes,
and there's like a beauty to that where they don't have to do all major stories that all connect to each other
yeah,
necessarily.
yeah. Do you see any pitfalls right now with looking at the situation, or does the casting and everything like this make you feel now a little more confident that they've maybe found the right mix and the right formula?
Yeah, I feel pretty confident. I think with the rest of the cast announced, I feel even more excited about it.
Mm.
Something about Matt Smith just being a villain probably is really
Yeah.
exciting to me. And Mia Goth is like the horror queen right now, and I feel like there was something about and even Ryan Gosling is pretty selective on
Yes.
the movies he works on. So it's
Good point.
not like with those 3 actors being like the first 3 named, I actually had a pretty good feeling about it because obviously, there's the case to be made that anyone's gonna be in a Star Wars movie no matter where they're in right
Yeah.
now with the fan base. But I do think that those 3, especially like a Matt Smith and a Mia Goth, don't just like take on anything.
Yeah.
So I feel like that to me was a good sign of a good script that they had received and were like, "Oh yeah, I wanna be a part of this," and
Yeah.
then the rest
Sure.
of it is just exciting. I really hope it's a smash, honestly.
Yeah, I'm with you. I hope it's a smash as well because clearly the Star Wars brand needs it, and
Yeah.
I think this would be massive to have it happen. So we'll see. And of course, they're starting production, so I'm sure we're going to start to hear a little bit more about the story, a little more detail, stuff like that coming out of the set. So I think it is time to get excited. Maybe some of you feel cautiously excited about it, but it is time to get a little bit excited about this and see what the end result's going to be. All right. Well, let me go to let's go to a little bit of commercials. Steph will be back with some other stuff here in just a second. So thank you guys so much for watching the Christian Harloff show this far. Steph Sabra on now joining me. But what do you guys think about this story? What do you think about the breaking news here of all these actors coming on? Amy Adams, Aaron Pierre, Flynn Gray as the young kid, joining Ryan Gosling, Mia Goth, and Matt Smith. Are you excited about this? Shawn Levy as the director and all this. The first photo that was released in black and white on top of a speeder. There's a kind of confidence to that kind of shot. What do you think about all of that? Let us know down in the comments section below. And don't forget that all the stuff that's going on here to subscribe to Christian Harloff's YouTube channel and become part of the memberships. There's so much going on, so many benefits you get from the memberships as well.